If you ain't know, you know now. We here. I'll go ahead and take questions. No, it was just business. Um, we're not here to play no games with anybody anymore. After the last 2 weeks, I understand what's been going on. I understand that teams in the playoff race below us and above us in the standings, they've been aiming at us, taking aim, thinking they're gonna knock us off, and they're gonna knock us out. No, sir. Not if I got anything to do about it, and I do. And today, what you saw was a master class in inspired football. What you saw was a master class in how to play with a fire, control rage for 60 minutes out there, and we made a really good team look piss poor. All right, 7 interceptions. Right, Stingley, Owens. I can't even name everybody. X came in there with 2 interceptions. Listen, we knew the game plan early on. Right, we knew before we stepped in the field. And even before we stepped in the field, we'll get to that in a second. Y'all know I'm a historian of the game. I'm a historian of my own wins and losses. And at the end of the day, what I knew was Kenny, for as good as he's become, has never beaten me in this league. And I've been beaten enough this season by people who've never beaten me in this league before, and the buck stops here. It is done. It is over. No more. No more. So today, we acted upon that. We sat there pissed off because Cleveland beat us bad. We sat there pissed off because Miami beat us bad. But guess what? When you look at those overalls, when you look at the on the paper, you say, "Oh, the Texans are a 7-point underdog," right? Easy -7 before we even get off the bus. -7, and you look at that roster of our opponent juxtaposed with our own. You'll see the disparity. You'll see it every week. It's going to look something like this. But what I'm here to tell you is that don't know paper, don't know spreadsheet, no line, and no man besides the ones in those locker room can bring this on the field. We play with heart. We play with passion. We play with fire. And you saw all three today. And I promise you ain't going nowhere. Why? Because it can't. We got 4 more of these to go, and then we got the playoffs. So here we go. Here we go. If you know anything about the hat, you know what time it is. We're not the hunted, we're the hunters. And we're going to keep on hunting. So whoever, bring whatever you got. Bring your X factors. Bring your superstars. Bring all of them. All pros, guys that are talented. We're going to beat you with effort and heart. Simple and plain. Amazing job. This ain't the first time Stingley has whitewashed the number one receiver on the opposite side. You go check that film. Go check that box score. Check those stats out. And you show me, did CeeDee Lamb, did he even make it on the stat sheet? No. That's what we do. Did Dak Prescott have the worst game probably of his life? Yes, he did. It was so simple. See, let me clarify real quick, and we fresh up the field, so you have to understand the fervor in which I'm speaking with right now. But let me clarify this. There is a difference between a middling team, right? You're talking your 7 and 5s, or rather your 7 and 6s now, your 6 and 7s, your 7 6 and 1s or 7 5 and 1s, your 6 6 and 1s. All those teams hovering around the 500 mark. Here's the difference. They got foundational pieces who aren't in their infancy stages, right? I look around, I look at the remaining slate for us. I saw we had Dallas. You think I want to worry about Michael Parsons and Diggs and Zeke and Dak and CeeDee and all them? I know they got horses and heart. You can bring the horses. You can't bring this, man. And we out here. So everything you saw, I knew. All I had to do was stop Zeke. And we down Christian Harris, right? We down Brandon Cook. So a lot of what you saw offensively is just what it was. But when you're composed, you're focused, you're measured in terms of your game plan, your attack. You can't just show up and beat us just because you think you got better players. It's happened before this season, but we're done with that now. So y'all go back, y'all go check the film. Everybody that doubted us this week, everybody that was ready to write us off and say, "Oh, these are the Houston Texans that y'all expected to see." Did you expect that? If you know me, you should have, because if you know me, you know the history with that team, with that user. He's a good user. Trust me, I know. I played him from the very first year in this league to right here and right now. But he ain't me. He's not me. And that was proven today. You think I didn't know that it was just going to be a test of patience and not getting overzealous because they were going to blitz. They were going to run the 5-2. They were going to run the two-man under and let those guys. He's going to play. He's going to play a pretty good safety. And he's going to let Parsons work underneath. He's going to let Diggs work underneath. They got Jordan Lewis. They got guys. Anthony Brown. They got guys. And he's going to sit there on hooker or curse, right? And we ready for that. I'm not one of these people that's going to throw 6, 7 interceptions because I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't game plan because I wasn't prepared. And I'm thinking, just opposition be damned. I can just do whatever I want. I don't have that luxury like y'all have that. So when I go out there, I know exactly what it is I have to do. I got to keep the game in front of me. And again, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I am done playing nice because it ain't nice when we down multiple scores and it's looking like, oh, this team is a train wreck. Now let me just go ahead and blitz all my guys so we don't have no offense to speak of. I'm done with it. So, hopefully those guys are back in Dallas, ready for whatever the rest of the season has in store for them because we're ready for our slate from here to the end. And the first objective has been win Texas. America's next. No, it's I don't know how I can't just pack it in. I can't just pack it in. Like when I took this team in August ahead of the season, I knew it wasn't going to be a quick fix. I knew, that there were going to be weeks where we look way worse than what we really are. Like the level of advancement with this team compared to others is just that great sometimes. Look at the AFC standings, right? I could rattle it off: Cleveland, Denver, Indianapolis, Miami. Who else? Baltimore's in the mix now. Buffalo's in the mix now. The Chargers, the Raiders, the Chiefs, and then there's us. You look at all those teams, but what do they have? They have foundational pieces. I'm building mine, and the fact that I'm sitting here with an opportunity to enter the tournament, provided we win from here on out, it's house money. There's no pressure when I play. Trust me. I ain't got no pressure. Like, what if I didn't make the playoffs, right? Like, what would it be? Oh, he lost 4 Super Bowls and now he can't lead the worst team in the game at the start of this to the playoffs in his first year. Think I'm worried about that? We cool, calm, and collected over here, but it's a cool that burns greatly. And if you're not ready and you just think you're gonna walk in that field and bully us and overwhelm us with no schematics or no anything, no specialized game plan, just run the ball, hope you overwhelm us, and hope you blitz us all day and get interceptions, God help you. Because a lot more of what just happened out there is going to happen to whoever tries that again. And I mean that. Nah, everything, there is a line in the sand for everything that we go through in terms of adversity. Ain't nobody coming to save us, right? I could sit here and tell y'all from dusk till dawn that we don't have this and we don't have that. All we got is a will to be better. All we got is a desire to be great. Why can't we be great now? Why wait on tomorrow? It's not even guaranteed. So we took this opportunity, and again, our backs against the wall. These guys haven't really been here like that. I've been here before. I've been here before in plenty of big situations. And again, like I said, I know I haven't won no championship. All right, fine. Number one, let's address that. I could that could be the last game I play, that game in Dallas, and I could walk away from this upon leaving this press conference, and me having not won a championship, I'd be fine with it because I did it my way. I dictated the terms, right? And furthermore, since I'm here in the current, I lost those 4 games. Yeah, I did. I've lost a few more NFC championships. Yeah, I have. I'm still standing, and I'm still as good as anybody that's here. So when you have all that, and you bring me and this team into a scenario where our backs are against the wall, we entered this week not even in the playoffs, be a tiebreaker, fine. We didn't deserve to be after those last 2 weeks. But I told you on day one, I told you in week one, and it ain't going to change now. We will earn everything. And you will earn everything too. So when, push comes to shove and there's no more slack to be had, it's just sink or swim, keep the life brass. Some other bum probably need it. We're going to swim and we're going to do laps around our opponent. Why? Because it's that good. And what they going to do about it? Today, the answer was nothing. If we ain't playing with this kind of fire, why be here? You think I really want to just come on here for, an hour of my day, 60 minutes from the field, right? And just do what I know is going to work? You think I want to just come out here and do what's expected and to just, go by the book, and then when it's all said and done, if we're so fortunate to win, it's, oh, I'm really this good. Like the team didn't elevate me. I never want any part of that. Me picking number 29, whether I pick 2 or 29, don't matter. Um, there's only 2 places I was going this season, and I got my second wish. I didn't get the first one, but hey, here we are. And the mantra would have remained the same either way. I'm not a guy that's going to be driven by my personnel. I'm going to be, what stirs this drink. I'm going to be the person that whose energy, whose passion for the game just permeates throughout that locker room, throughout the city of Houston, throughout Texas. We own Texas, and we're gonna bring it out there, win, lose, or draw every single week. This is I don't have nothing to fall back upon, right? Worst team in the game, personnel wise. 500 team entering today. A lot of y'all could have counted us out, and y'all still might, because we still. I mean, you look at this; it's going to be the same exact scenario next week. Kansas City going to roll in, and y'all going to see Mahomes and Michael Thomas and the McCole Hardmans, the Travis Kelce's, and the L'Jarius Sneeds, the Chris Joneses. Like, bring them, bring them, bring anybody in here. We ready. And if you do beat us, you ain't gonna kill us. So we sitting here pretty and standing tall, chest out, chin up, and that's how it's going to be for the last however many weeks of the season. But there's no further objective. There's not a win 5 in a row coming into here now 4 in a row. I'm not thinking 4 or 5. Now I'm thinking 8. And if you add up the end of the weeks of the season, last few games, plus what we got to do, should we handle business in the playoffs, and we will, then you know what I'm getting at. Why take the training wheels off? It's big boy football. This is grown man season, and we here for it, and we ready. I don't know what more to say.